Hello fellow Star Wars fans and welcome to the channel. In this video I'm going to be talking about all the details surrounding Quinlan Vos and his involvement in the Jedi Underground Railroad called The Path, which is mentioned in Obi-Wan Kenobi Part 3. If this sounds interesting to you, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button for more content relating to Star Wars, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and more. So let's just dive into details without saying there are spoilers for Obi-Wan Kenobi Part 3. So we pick up in Episode 3 where Obi-Wan Kenobi and Leia are trying to find these sympathizers for their cause, and they're on this planet called Mapuzo, which is a mining planet, plenty of Imperial activity, but luckily they are able to meet the contact, and that character is an Imperial officer, but a sympathizer as well, and her name is Tala, played by Indira Varma. So she takes them to the safe house, which she explains is part of a larger network of safe houses called the Path, and that eventually leads to Jabeam. And this path is set up for Jedi and for Force sensitives to basically get a new identity and able to live under the pressure of the Empire, which is hunting down and killing all the Jedi as we see in this here series. So Obi-Wan Kenobi is kind of investigating this safe house, and he's seeing all this artwork and all this writing on the wall, and he mentions, whoa, Quinlan Vos is here. And that's where Tala kind of elaborates and says, oh yes, Quinlan Vos is around. He's basically one of the lead people with getting these kids and giving them a safe place to live and all of that. So this is big for Star Wars, and I love the idea of this Underground Railroad. It sort of, aligns itself with American history here, and it makes perfect sense. And we know that the Empire is very good about just crushing the Jedi this era, just exterminating them. That's what the Inquisitorius, as far as what Vader's doing. But there's always hope out there, and I like this idea of these Jedi kind of having different identities. So let's talk a little bit about Quinlan Vos and where he has been in the last couple years. So we've seen in canon Clone Wars episode involving him and Obi-Wan Kenobi going up against Cad Bane. Then he disappears for a little bit in the Vader comics by Charles Soule. We see him pop up, at least his name pops up on the list in Arbesh of the surviving Jedi. And that's really the last time we heard about him, and now we flash forward 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, and Quinlan Vos is apparently still around. So I would love to see this character. I think it's a good bet that we'll actually see this character, because it seems, for the most part, whenever Star Wars especially points out a name specifically, that we might eventually see him. If it's not in Obi-Wan Kenobi the series, maybe we'll see him in Star Wars Jedi Survivor or the Bad Batch or something like that. And on the topic of Jedi, let's talk about other Jedi that could have gone through this whole procedure of the path, or at least help and assist finding the different Force-sensitive younglings and different things like that. And of course, as we talk about Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor, you got to mention the characters of Ser Junda, Cal Kestis, but then, as mentioned in the Darth Vader comic, which also mentioned the survival of Quinlan Vos, we have Opa Rancisis, and in the recent trailer for the Bad Batch, we have the character of Gunji. So there's a lot of other options that could really kind of flesh out what's going on with the path that's linking everything to this planet of Jabeam. And by the way, Jabeam is a planet that was already established in Legends for a few different sources. So there you have it. Quinlan Vos is around during the time of the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, leading a bunch of people to kind of get new identities, a bunch of Jedi. So what do you think about this? Was there any kind of Jedi character that I might have missed that could maybe still be alive and helping with this whole path? Let me know in the comment section down below. For more on Obi-Wan Kenobi, the series, as I mentioned off the top, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell icon so you'll never miss another video. That's going to do it for me, Starrapter. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you always. Thanks for checking out the video. Please hit that thumbs up symbol. It helps me know that I'm making content that you guys enjoy. And if you enjoyed this video, I also include 2 videos down below you guys should check out. And please consider subscribing to this channel. It helps support me, and it notifies you guys of when I get new videos up on the channel. You can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Starrapter.